Hello, friends. We are going to be working on interpretation again today. We're going to look at verse 8, just a short one, just to keep practicing and to work on it. So we have, which he lavished on us in all wisdom and insight. So, how can we retell this in our own words? Which he lavished upon us in all wisdom and insight. So, the first thing we'll want to look at is the word lavished, and it means an abundance of. And so we have an abundance of, he lavished upon us, he gave us an abundance of what? What did he give us an abundance of? So we have to read the context. And this, I left yesterday's verse still up here that we worked on together. According to the riches of his grace, which he lavished upon us. So he lavished his grace upon us. So, hope I'm in the small caps here. So let's put this down. God gave us an abundance of grace in all wisdom and insight. Now, what does wisdom mean? You know, wisdom is kind of like knowledge applied. Wisdom is, we have divine wisdom. It's a deep understanding, and insight, seems very similar. Insight is understanding or wisdom or things like that. So God gave us an abundance of grace in all wisdom and insight. So how do we want to say that? You could just follow it and just say He gave us abundance of grace in great understanding. But I don't really like that. But it's fine. It just doesn't read as nice. God gave us an abundance of grace and great understanding. I don't talk like that. I probably would say this is more how I talk. Because of His great understanding, and you could just leave it as one. God gave us an abundance of grace because of His great understanding and intelligence. God gave us an abundance of grace. I don't know if because of really fits the in all wisdom and insights. Maybe it's more like God gave us an abundance of grace through His understanding and great intelligence. God gave us an abundance of grace through His, maybe we just say great intellect and understanding of how how things work. I'm still not super happy with that. We could keep working on it, but it gets the idea of how I understand it. God gave us an abundance of grace through His great intellect and understanding of how things work. That's my understanding of verse 8, which He lavished upon us in all wisdom and insight. So just another one to give you another example of we're just interpreting. We're just trying to see what's there. Which He is God, gave us abundance of grace, lavished upon us. Grace comes from up here. Through His great intellect and understanding how things work. Intellect isn't really wisdom. Understanding of how things work. Insight. It's kind of hard. Maybe I should look up, what are synonyms of wisdom, and that might help me pick a better word. I'm sure you all will have a better word there. But without doing that, this definitely gives an understanding of how I understand this passage. So enjoy that today. Just really soak it up as you're thinking about, here's what God's word means. And next week, we're going to look at what does it mean for us. And that's going to be really exciting as well.